All right, Mike. As I've been saying, each time we do this, we are live. So, all right, Mike. As I've been saying, let me turn the volume down. How are you today, Mike?
Doing great, my brother. How are you?
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Michael Sharp. I apologize. You know, we go way back, so you have to let me call you Mike.
Call me Mike, brother. That's what we need each other.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's all good. Mr. Williams won't tell you he was a hooper back in the day. This guy played some serious ball back in the day, and we both played basketball over there at George Mason University. And man, it was an amazing time, amazing experience, and great memories.
Oh yeah, we did have some great memories. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't really claim, I don't claim the basketball thing that much. You know, guy like you were in the starting lineup and you were making it happen. I supported y'all though. It was a lot of fun and it was a great experience. And as you know, we met some of our best friends in the world playing basketball together. Um, but yeah, it was a lot of fun, Mike. I did used to play a little bit. I call myself the best practice player in the nation.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey, you played against some of the top players in the country, especially
yeah,
every day in practice. You're going up against guys like Nate Langley, who's like DC Metropolitan Player of the Year. I mean, legends, man. So,
yeah. I
yeah,
used to have to guard Kurt and Nate every day. I guarded them, and then sometimes when I talk to the Mason basketball team, I tell them that the highlight was when they used to bring out that red penny
oh, yeah.
and put it over me, and I was the opposite team's their best guard.
Yeah.
And then they used to give me the green light, and I could just shoot from anywhere and do anything I wanted. Yeah, it was.
Shawn was Chauncey Billups in practice. Like, hey, we're going to be playing the University of Colorado. So,
Yeah.
Shawn, you got to be Chauncey Billups today.
Yeah, I love it. That's all good, man. It was awesome. So yeah, and it just it was the first time I got a chance to fly, man. Like I had never been on a plane before. Before playing basketball with you guys and stuff, and Paul Westhead would always have us on an airplane going on the West Coast somewhere, right?
He did everything first class, and truth be told, brother, that was the first time I ever flew on plane too to go anywhere like California.
Yeah.
We went out to Venice Beach. We were out there, St. Luis Obispo.
Yeah, that was a great trip. Yeah,
it was some good times.
yeah. So we're gonna give people just about another 30 seconds or so to hop on this. We're starting to get some people to come on, and so for those of you that are currently on this live stream, please pop in and put some comments in there, ask questions, and we want to try to give you as much information as we can today to help you understand more about the visual marketing aspect. Mike Sharp is here with us today from HouseLens. And in a second, I'll let him tell you more about himself. But, Mike's been in this space for almost 10 years now, really focused on video, the drone footages for, the virtual tours and such for real estate, as well as the 3D. I've been telling people about Matterport, Mike, for years now. And, maybe I just didn't do a good job at explaining it to people to, kind of let them know how important it is for possibly their business. But now more than ever, as you and I both know, in this COVID environment that we're in right now, it is going to definitely be a way for people to market their products and or the homes and such. So before I talk anymore, Mike, why don't you just pop in and kind of tell us who you are and tell us a good bit about HouseLens, and then I'll get started asking you a few questions.
Most definitely. Thank you for the warm introduction, and I feel like I'm at home. Like I said, I've known Shawn for years. We go way back, George Mason University days, and there's been no love lost since that time, and we've been doing the best we can to kind of help each other's businesses grow and just being supportive of one another, and as well as our other teammates. So HouseLens, my name is Michael Sharp. I am the current president of HouseLens. We were recently acquired. I have to put this in there, this disclaimer. We were recently acquired by a company called Seek Now, Ladder Now. And so this company actually has come in and basically put a little more capital behind us. So we're going to be able to do a lot of great things, even more so on a wider scale. We're a national company based out of Nashville, Tennessee, founded by a gentleman by the name of Andrew Crefeld. And I've been with the company now since the end of 2011. I started off on a part-time basis, and thankfully I had some good friends that were presently at that time in the real estate space. A gentleman by the name of Alan Johnson with Keller Williams. He has the AJ team. Shout out to him. He was one of our very first customers. He also allowed us to use his brand and one of his spaces to create a video tour, which I might be able to get to show you later, for some kicks and laughs. It was pretty cool. And then also there was a gentleman that I go way back with. His name is Michael Houston. He's with a big brand. It's called EXP Realty. And they are definitely taking the real estate world by storm as well. The video and visual marketing is not a new thing. Like Shawn said, he's been talking to people about this for years. And, we have always believed from day one, from our infancy back in 2008, which is when our company was created, that you need to tell more of the story than what photos are able to convey. And with video, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, but they've done some scientific research and found that a picture's worth 1,000 words, but a video's worth 1.8 million words. Oh, so, wow. If you have that amount of detail and that amount of information that's being provided and shared by way of utilizing technology through a video, then, why not? When you provide detail, you help to ease people's doubts and fears and answer a whole lot of questions without having to be asked, because detail is there.
So what have you seen? So take us back to 2011. Mm-hmm. What products were you offering back then and services? Like what was going on then versus versus some of the things that you're doing right now?
So back in 2011, when we first started, and our market primarily covered here the DMV area, what we initially saw was there was nothing during that time that was being offered in the form of an actual walkthrough video tour product. So when HouseLens came to this area and started offering the video tours, I'm not gonna say visual tours, the video walkthrough tours, there was the wow factor that was involved when that came to being, because there were a lot of people like thinking, wow, this is amazing. This is great. This is how business will one day be done. And little did they know they were prophesying about this day and age with this COVID going on. And, it's not just going to be during this time. It's going to be beyond this time, where you'll see that we're going to continue to need to have video in place or some type of visual technology that can help promote the brands as we move forward. But during that time, it took a while. Actually, it didn't take that long really for this to take off, especially when people started seeing that this was something new in the market that was going to help set their brand apart. I think the adoption rate was relatively expedient on that note.
Got it. And what does HouseLens do? Like, what are the core products and services?
So our core products and services, we offer professional photography, which of course, you need professional photos to list, or you need photos, period, to list. I've seen some stuff out here just, oh my God, please hire a professional first and foremost. We also offer full motion walkthrough video tours. That means we're walking through the house, not slideshows coming across the screen, but we offer full motion walkthrough video tours. We also offer 3D Matterport services. Matterport is a huge player in the real estate game nowadays, allowing people to see actual renderings of spaces virtually. And so that's something that I'll probably also get a chance to show you a little bit more about in a little bit later here. But Zillow also has a product out as well. And that is, I don't know I'm trying to make sure I'm backtrack here. Am I supposed to be answering what we did back then as opposed to now, or what we're doing now?
Oh, no, what you're doing now.
Okay. So right now, the Zillow is huge. Zillow has a 360 product that they offer. They're trying to, in some ways, compete with the Matterport product, which is a little more pricely. And so Zillow has created their own platform, which is called the Zillow 3D. But if you do a comparison between the product that's provided by Zillow compared to the products provided by Matterport, you'll see a more superior product that's provided by Matterport. It's just more extensive and more robust version of 3D. We consider the Matterport 3D to be the premium 3D, and Zillow still offers a good product, but it's more relative to what you would see with Google Earth, or being able to move from one space to the next, and then also have the little 360 tour going on there. We also offer drone services. All of our drone operators are FAA drone certified pilots. So we make sure that we do our due diligence on our part so that you're not getting your hands slapped or fined on the back end. And that's very important because of the restrictions on airspace. And here in the DMV, we live near a lot of bases and a lot of restricted airspaces because of airports and things. And so that's of key importance to make sure that, when you're doing drones, you're operating with people who offer drones, that they're certified, because, National Association of Realtors and FAA have some hefty fines that they'll impose if you're found operating outside of the confines of those protocols. And then we offer 2D floor plans. We have the ability now to create floor plans with some software technology that we've adopted. And we also have the ability to not only do that, but we can house and place all this together in a nice, robust marketing package that you're able to take and share on social media. Another product that I think is of great importance now, and I might have alluded to it earlier, is the video bio, mini video bios. This gives an agent an opportunity to brand yourself in a way that's pretty much going to separate you from the rest of the pack, because the video, as I mentioned earlier, like we said, 1.8 million words, but you having your own personalized video talking about what you value as most important aspects of who you are as a business and service provider, and your brand are going to really be of great importance, especially after this time that we're going through.
Understood. And then so we talked about, are your listings ready for showtime? And how are you going to market with the homes? So not everyone, Mike, has a budget for something like this, or haven't created a budget. And then so why do you feel like this is really going to add value, as opposed to me going out and snapping pictures with my iPhone and putting them up there? Or even if I hired a professional photographer at minimum, why would I want to do some of these virtual and these video things? Why would I want to do that?
So now,
as a realtor, to sell these properties?
As a realtor now, I think, we're kind of being forced into a place where we have to do this. If we're looking at time on the market, if we're looking at the window of opportunity right now, and we're looking at the fact that a lot of you go on listing appointments and you're competing with people who are in the market right now. A lot of real estate agents, top producers, are flooding the market. Newbies are flooding the market, and they're coming in the door with technology that is very impressive, first and foremost, to the homeowner who's looking to possibly sell their home. Secondly, we're thinking about safety here. We're thinking about COVID-19. We're dealing with a situation that, we don't know where the end of this will be. And we just know right now, it's a good thing that there are some governors in certain states, especially Maryland and state of Virginia, who are well connected to the real estate world and understand the importance of having these agents who are out here as independent contractors trying to work and sell, real estate, with all the different conditions that are going on right now. So with this protocol, this COVID-19 situation or crisis, if you may, I think is of great importance to provide a platform a safe platform where people can go online and actually having the experience of looking at a property virtually. Pictures are great. Don't get me wrong. I know, just in order to have things listed, you have to have photos. And like we said, you don't necessarily have to have the best photos in the world, but you do have to have photos. Right. But there's statistics that back up the fact that if you do use professional photography, if you do use professional videography, you have a higher chance of closing deals and getting more money on the back end of things as a result.
Understood. And so, Mike, you have you wanted to share your screen, and I think you have a video that you wanted to do as well. Is that right?
Yes, I do have a few things to kind of share here.
All right, let me pop over and get that up. There you are, Mike. You're sharing your screen now.
Awesome. All right, so here we go. So here's a little blurb of example of what people would kind of see. It's just a combination of different walkthrough tours as people go through a house. Kind of gives you an idea of what people should see as far as the flow of a home. Photos can, provide a good flow, but when you actually have a walkthrough video tour, I think that speaks volumes and actually helps with people in their decision-making process. Case in point, we had a situation where we had an agent who came to us and told us about a story of a person's client that she had in Afghanistan, who she shared a video link that we had created for her. And this particular person saw the video of the home and then immediately contacted her husband, who was back here in the States, and asked him to go ahead and submit a contract for the property. Shortly thereafter, she was able to come back to the States and actually come and see the home. And when she had come on site to the property, she said, I feel like I've been here 1,000 times already. And that just speaks to the power of, just using video marketing tools such as a walkthrough video tour. This is an example of a 3D Matterport tour right here. You're giving people an opportunity to kind of maneuver around as they so choose. You can't do that with photography alone. There's a lot of, glitz and glamour with this, the dollhouse view. You have the multi-level views and everything, and it's really sweet. This is a great way. And there's a lot of agents, and we've seen a great influx of business coming in as a result of having this 3D offering.
And what's the benefit of the 3D piece? Like, how is that helping people?
So the 3D, I would say, is helping people because it's helping the agent, one in particular, because they get more serious inquiries about properties. Actually, people wanting to go to properties as opposed to just running out, making trips, and not really having to have a protocol or system in place to kind of properly vet serious inquiries. So, like, for example, even with the video, that's the case as well. So if somebody calls and say, "Oh, I saw a property," or I want to check out this property here or there, now you have extra level of security here to say, have you seen the video online? What did you think about the video? You can ask certain questions. You can ask them, okay, what did you think about the Matterport? Were you able to see the house there? And, people will pretty much get all they need to know, with the exception of the smell of the house and all that stuff. They'll be able to know a whole lot about that property after they're doing the Matterport search.
And it's pretty accurate.
It's very accurate. It's an actual portrayal, because I'll tell you how sensitive these Matterport scans are. These Matterport scans are so sensitive, they can pick up on movement through the house during the scans. So, for example, if you're doing a Matterport scan, we come in, which we do all the time, we have, let's just say somebody forgot to put Fufu away, little doggy or cat, and it's running around, and the Matterport scan is taking place. What it's going to do is going to cause a distortion in the rendering of that 3D scan. Or a homeowner happens to be sitting around and trying to eavesdrop on what's going on. So when you go back and look at this rendering, you're going to see a picture of the homeowner stuck in the Matterport. So, this is good too, because, we always in wake of, trying to make sure that we stay within the confines of the COVID-19 protocol, which we operate daily under. We want to make sure that nobody is in the way, that people are practicing social distancing, and that they're making sure that we have ample amount of space and time to do what we need to do so that we can create the safe experience and also provide a safe marketing and viewer experience online eventually at the end of the day. I wanted to share this real quick because I think this is also of key importance, especially when you have a lot of agents out here talking about doing virtual meetings and things of that nature. This is another way, if you do not want to go the route of offering just a regular walkthrough video tour, you could use meta tag posts. And these meta tag posts are little key posts right here. As you see my little arrow, there's little bullseyes in the Matterport. So when you go to the meta tag, you can either embed text or video. And as you can see, for example, let's just say there's certain key points of the house, the new granite countertops that were put in 2017, or you know, a marble bathroom floor, or something that is of great importance that you think should be conveyed to your prospective buyers, that you would want to discuss and talk about as you're doing the walkthrough tours and whatnot, you know, live actually. These can actually be shared, these thoughts and these you know, this whole experience can be shared via text or video in the Matterport itself. As well as going back to video, you know, you're able to offer that as well, like a voiceover or agent intro, which I have an example of the agent intro I wanted to share, you know, that can be used to kind of help with the experience as well. Right here, you just see an example of a drone services. Drones are always good, especially if you're trying to show a surveillance of land and just kind of showing what's around. There's a wow factor, of course, involved with drone and marketing. And, you know, you just have to kind of decide if it's something that you're able to budget and, you know, that's going to be in accordance with what your plan is as far as trying to market the house. How do you want to market is the question that you need to ask yourself before you go into, you know, approaching these homeowners. How am I going to market this place?
And what's the turnaround time for something like a drone or Matterport?
So our turnaround time for a drone would be usually all of our videos and Matterport services, you're looking at 48 hours or less for the time we leave site. And we can have all that packaged together. And they all come together in what you see here, which are called branded web pages. These web pages, let me tell you, agents love these web pages because of the social media sharing capabilities that they have. And then also on these web pages, you also have your Zillow rankings. So people can go to your Zillow rankings and see, you know, how people are tooting your horn and what people are saying about you through Zillow. We also offer the digital enhancements, blue sky, green grass. You have to be careful, especially in the state of Maryland, because there have been some changes regarding digital images. And so, you know, you want to make sure that you're properly representing and staying within the code of ethics at all times. We have digital dusk. We can actually come on site and actually create a twilight scene if you want, or we can actually digitally enhance a photo that's given to us and make it seem like it's a twilight experience. And as I mentioned before, everything we do, we try to operate within the protocol of the COVID-19 situation. You know, we want to take all that stuff in consideration. I'm going to get out of this and show you a video because I know time is swiftly moving on, if I may. Shawn, is that okay if I show them?
Yeah, of course. We still have some time. We typically go for about 30 minutes on these anyway. So yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I think it's great information and info that everyone could be using these days to separate themselves.
Okay, so this is our guy right here. This is Alan Johnson with the AJ team for Keller Williams. This is the very first.
It's a long time ago.
Yes, this is the very first. Look at Alan. He's ready. This is Alan looking like, hey, you better buy this house. This was his $1 million listing, by the way, out in Clifton, Virginia on Dale Avenue. And so this is Alan presenting This is our old logo, of course, starting off, but I just want you to kind of hear this. This is still relevant to today. Like, you can actually do this today. We're still offering this product till this day. Of course, the resolution is a whole lot better because of, we have higher pixel rate and everything like that. But check this out.
Hi, I'm Alan Johnson with the AJ team at Keller Williams. Welcome to our full motion video walkthrough. Come on in for a tour.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a recently edited video. I'm actually going to pull up one that we did for another agent. And this one is actually up in Princeton, New Jersey. We have a program going on. It's called Preferred Agent. And this is one of our actual preferred agents. She's with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. And she has several listings that she's done with us, multi-million-dollar listings, things that just beautiful assortment of different things. So what I'm going to do is actually pull up an agent intro of one of her listings up here so you can see what it kind of looks like and get an idea of some ways. It's time to start rethinking the way that you do business, especially when times are changing and you have to find ways to transform your brand and still stay in the race. So here we go. Let's just.
Hi, I'm Debbie Lang, a top New Jersey realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Fox and Roach Realtors, also known as the voice of real estate. I'm standing in 8 Shana Court in Monroe, New Jersey, one of my latest listings. It is the home you have been waiting for. It is a dream home that looks just like a model, 3,300 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and so much more. Let's take a look at the home.
And one of the things I have to say while this is playing, if I'm looking for a home right now, I'm going to spend time watching this video because I want to know everything I possibly can about this home. So, I know that on average person probably spends anywhere between 45 seconds to 2 minutes and 30 seconds watching a video in particular. What we found with people going to our branded web pages, we found that people are spending an average of 4 minutes and 30 seconds online checking things out from our branded pages. And like I said before, in these branded pages, you can find the photos. You'll find if you did a walkthrough video tour, or if you happen to do a 3D tour with Matterport or a Zillow 360, you'll have all this stuff embedded in that branded web page. And it all comes with music. Of course, there's musical accompaniment as you're walking through the house. Kind of helps give it like an HGTV kind of flavor.
That's funny you say that. Someone just texted me and said, I feel like I'm on House Hunters.
Yeah. Believe it or not, we actually have a few homes that we're going to be doing here in the next week or so that are going to appear on House Hunters on HGTV.
That's awesome. No, this is great, Mike.
So yeah, that's you know, I'll try to see if I can find you a sample of the Zillow 3D so you can see the difference, because I feel like I need to fairly represent them as well. If you know.
Yeah. No, that's fine. So we'll show this one, then we'll wrap up with some parting words and such, and then just yeah, we'll take it from there. You want to make sure we let everybody know how to find you as well.
Absolutely. Now here's a sample. I'm pulling up a Zillow 3D Express. So with the Zillow, as you can see, it's more of a, you still can transition around the home, but it's more, and there, one of the things that Zillow does offer that is not offered with the Matterport or labeling of the rooms. So you actually see here, it says foyer. So you're able to kind of move around the house as well. Somewhat similar to that of the Matterport, but like I said, the functionality of the Matterport is just so much better in my opinion. But there again, you're looking at a higher price point there. And down here you have shifting of different rooms, the front door, so you'll be able to look outside and see who your neighbors are. You can do that on Zillow on the Matterport 3D as well. So with the Matterport 3D, you also have this outside functionality as well. It's not just you're not confined only to the inside of the house. You also have the outside 360 Matterport functionality. This is a great time just in general for real estate, whether it's commercial or residential. I just got a call earlier today from Texas asking us to do some office buildings and some restaurants and, you know, some virtual office spaces and things of that nature. I mean, why not? Everything's empty. So this will be a good time for them to put themselves in position so that they can properly market and promote those properties online when everything comes back to, you know, proper running and working order. But that's you know, that's basically the gist of what I had to show and share.
No, this was great, Mike. You know, like we talked about, the biggest thing is that what we used to do out of convenience before, to also and to get the electronic footprint on the web, and like I said, the convenience for the client is more or less a necessity now. It is, and it's you know, those of us that have been doing this for a while, you know, we're accustomed to it, but we still have to leverage ourselves to be able to do a better job at it, right? And then those folks that are using these types of technologies are, you know, separating themselves from the marketplace as well, and these houses are selling with having this type of information. So yeah, I think it's awesome. I think you've been doing a good job for the last 10 years doing this, and so I would assume that that you picked up a lot, right? A ton of activity over the past 2 to 3 months.
Yes, sir. We have picked up an awful lot. A lot of agents are calling us to backtrack and help them with homes they only have photos on. So now they're calling and saying, "Hey, Mike, can I add, how much would it cost to add a video to this home?"
Oh, wow.
And if you think about it, you know, there's really no price to pay with all this going on. That, you know, you should spare no expense, especially when you're thinking about the safety and just the ability to have greater exposure. And I just throw it out there, you know, basics. If it's 5,000 square feet or less, you're looking at about $150 just to do a walkthrough video tour right now as a standalone product. If you were coming in the door and you needed photos and video, we're starting at $225 for pictures, professional photography. Listen, all of my photographers are professional photographers. They're working in various industries. They work with Fox News. Some of them are international photographers, photojournalists. These are people who are coming into your homes that this is it's like their side money, their side hustle money, but they've been specially trained in the area of real estate, photography and videography, and they're able to come in and provide you with this service. So this is not just somebody who was told they were good at a grandma's cookout, you know, and took some good photos there at the barbecue. This is actually, you know, some good quality, focused, literally focused individuals who are coming into your homes and providing this service. And like I said, I'll keep saying it over and over again. We are operating under our COVID-19 protocol, where you should see them with masks on and gloves. And we're asking on the front end that, properties are ready for showtime, because, you think about it, every house has a story to tell. You got to think about, what kind of story do you want yours to tell?
How can we find you, Mike?
So you can find me. I'll put my information. Is there a chat that I can put my information in?
Yeah. Well,
and also just let you know.
Let us know, and then we'll put it in the chat as well. All
right, that sounds good. So I'm actually my phone number, first and foremost, I'm in the 703 Virginia area code, and my phone number is 703-220-2545. Also, my email address is M as in Michael, my last name Sharp, SHARP, no E. It's at HouseLens.com, just like you see it spelled here in the little chat box.
Got it. And then I apologize. Go ahead, Mike.
I was going to say, if you need to reach out to our corporate office or go through our customer service team for whatever reason, that number is 888-552-3851.
And you all are HouseLens.com?
We're HouseLens.com, powered by Seek Now.
Awesome. And what we're going to do as well, Mike, is we're going to create a follow-up post to our social media site, and as well as in the comments, to share your information. So before we leave, do you want to do the honors of giving us some parting words for everyone that's listening right now?
My parting words would be, hang in there, don't panic. This too shall pass. And we're here to help you make it shine online in the meantime.
Thank you so much, Mike, for your time. Everyone that was watching this, again, it's just a pleasure to be able to add value and bring information to you to be better at what we do. As Mike mentioned, just stay safe. And we definitely know that it will pass. And so we're all going to come out better on the other side. So just hang in there and contact us if we can help you in any way. Everyone have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Thanks, Shawn.
Uh-huh.